let's look at a sample project. See how well it follows all the different things that we have been talking about what should be included in a project manual. All right, and to do this, we're going to actually pick a design, bid, build project at a public agency, which is Clemson University. And it's a small to medium-sized project. So the first thing we do is we go to the Clemson University website, because as we said, public agencies typically advertise their jobs on their own websites. We go into the facilities area, the construction projects, and then pre-bid/bid. So these are the projects that are actually coming out right now. Once there, we see the list of projects and we select Calhoun Courts, Energy Building Additions and Upgrades. And keep in mind, if you're actually doing this right now, that you may not find that project. It may have been completed or gone through the process. So things move through this. They're not always there. But you can download the documents off the Canvas website. So what documents are there? What documents do they provide to us? And then how do those documents compare to what we expect to see? Well, one of the first documents that they had listed was A201 from the AIA for the general conditions. So we know we should expect general conditions. So we have that. The second document that was in the list was A701, and that was instructions to the bidders. So we can tell that there's no particular order to these documents on the website, but we expected to see that, so that's good, we have it. And then the last two, specifications and drawings, and we expected to see those as well. But what about all the other documents? They seem to be missing. So let's open up the specifications and see what it says. See if we can find the other documents. So when we go into the specifications, we look at the table of contents. And the table of contents shows us that SE 310, invitation for design, bid, build, construction services there. So there's our invitation. The AIA 701, instructions to bidders, is referenced. We just saw that. The bid bond is in there, A310 from AIA. So we got that. SE 330 is there, which is the bid form. So look at that. We have all of our bidding requirements right up front in the table of contents of the specification. Moving on down. AIA document A101, standard form of agreement. Check, we needed that one. AIA document A201, general conditions. Well, that was in a separate form, so it's referenced. Or a separate document, so it's referenced. SE 355, the performance bond. SE 357, labor, materials, and payment bond. So we have our contract forms that we expected, and they're kind of combined with the general conditions in this one. Then we have SE 380, change order construction contract. Okay, well, we're not going to be dealing with change orders until actually, we actually get this project under construction, but it's showing you what you're going to be using. And then owner's instruction and requirements. That's like the specifications. This main campus urban forest and landscape management policy. That's an additional item, so we'll just consider that a supplementary condition. But I haven't seen anything about the drawings. The drawings actually are missing from the table of contents as a reference. So maybe they're in the specifications. So we start to where actual specifications begin. And we see that the specifications have an O1 section, which is general conditions. So here are some more supplementary conditions to the contract. And one of the very first things in that O1 section are related documents, drawings, and general provisions of the contract. So it does reference the drawings there. And we were provided those drawings in a file, and you can imagine working through these drawings, in a paper format. It's very cumbersome, but they are provided in a PDF file. So, even though there were only 4 documents on the website, we actually have all the documents we need to review this project. What is unusual, though, is the document they called specifications, as far as the file name goes, is called bidding documents on the cover of the file, and yet we know bidding documents include addenda, and there are no addenda yet, so they really should have named this project manual. So now you can see how projects in the real world don't always match exactly what we expect to see, but they come close. We can generally go through the table of contents and start matching up items and get everything we need. So there's lots of variation out in the real world.